Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to a Wednesday edition of the Morning Disaster. I'm your host, Mr. Ray Lytle. What's going on, people? Another day closer. Another day closer to the move. The move is going to be Friday when Steve carries all my furniture over to the new place. Very excited about it. Mainly because our bathtub is not working. But I'm going to try to not be complaining about my bathroom all morning. That's sort of my goal today. I want to not be complaining about everything. So we'll see how that goes. If Ray's not complaining, then I'm leaving.
Then what's this? What are we doing here?
Why are we even doing a show?
Why are we even doing this?
Take it home, Steve. Good morning, everybody. We are here coming right at you. It's going to be another hot one today, isn't it?
Yes.
Like yesterday, I went to work out right after the show. Holy shit. It was hot at 10. I left like 10:05 or whatever. It was already hot then. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like it's always hot around them, but I mean, it was already super hot at at 10 something. It was crazy.
It was hot at 8 p.m. when I did mine.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
80 degrees and 90% humidity right now.
Wow. Yeah, so it's already hot. I mean, good Lord.
I worked out without a shirt on.
Oh, you think you're so sexy.
No,
were you working out in the garage and stuff?
Yeah.
Where people could drive by or
no, I have my car in the way. No one can see me.
Oh. I figured now you'd be doing it right in front of everybody.
No. I'm still self-conscious about that.
If there's a part of you that sort of gets into it, you know what I mean? I wonder if there's a part of you that likes people like, look at my naked chest.
No, not yet. I now go shirtless at the pool, but even then I'm still like nervous.
Oh, so you're going to the pool now?
Yeah.
With no shirt on, flexing.
Yeah. I'm not flexing.
Look at that. Yeah, he's feeling all good. You're walking around. Look at my titties. Hey, everybody, take a peek at my nice firm titties.
Look at my wet ass beard.
Yeah, look at you.
My wab.
Are you flexing it to show off your
No, I don't flex. Nope.
You're looking, walking around in a flex position. Yeah, don't mind me. Just
point at things.
Just had to take my shirt off.
My seat's over there.
Yeah. Oh, allow me to point at your vehicle with my package. Yeah, look at that. It's over there. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I can see it. I can see this.
5-inch inseam swim trunks that I have now.
Like Wes is in the chat room saying, I sure hope the gloating doesn't come back to haunt you if you, I don't know, get fat again.
I hope it does.
I feel bad because I remember when Wes lost a bunch of his weight, because I'm such a smartass, I went to Facebook after he lost the weight, and I said, "I miss Fat Wes." Okay.
You did the same to me, so
And then he gained the weight back, and I was like, "Oh shit." I hope that my comments had nothing to do with him gaining the weight. because I'm so you know, I'm so conceited. Like, I think everything's got to do with me. You know, I'm sure I had nothing to do with his weight gain, but of course I can't separate myself from it. So I go, "Oh God, I hope that my comments had nothing to do with that." Yeah. So I don't think you're gonna gain it back though. I think you're pretty you're motivated to keep it off. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hats off to your wife. Obviously keeping you sexually satisfied to where you don't want to gain any weight back, you know. Just keep it.
It was nice to come back in. It was nice to come back in the house and hear the words, "You're glistening."
Oh wow, look at that. Wes says, "I lost over 140 pounds." What he says. He goes, he lost 140 pounds. He only gained 75 back. He goes, he goes, still, I felt really shitty about getting so uppity about it at times. Well, you lose 140 pounds. I mean, that's pretty impressive, dude. Even if you gain back 75, you still lost 70 pounds. That's pretty good. I mean, Nick, just because you started from a lesser place than the true fat and real fatties. I mean, you've lost. What was your total you've lost?
50 pounds.
Yeah. See, you've only lost 50, but just because you started at a lesser weight, you know. Because me, I started it, I can't even. I still can't even say how much I weighed when I started all that. I can't even say it. It's too embarrassing. So I can't even say how much I really weighed to start all this, but I am down considerably, a lot, but I still look, I still look like hell. Even with, losing a bunch of weight, I still look, I still look like a house. Oh, well. Wes says he went from 325 to 185. Now he's about 240. Well, that's not bad.
No.
Yeah. And he seems like he has a good disposition now.
Yeah. It's finding that point where you're okay. Where you're content where you're at.
Yeah, I think no matter what, I think I'll still get jealous of I think I'll still get, even if I weighed 180 and I look fantastic, I would still be jealous the way you look. You know what I mean? I think it's just a character flaw of mine. I think it's a character flaw of mine where I don't, where I can't feel good for people. I don't know what's wrong with me, but Steve, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I'm happy for in shape Nick.
Yeah.
I'm happy for fit Nick. But I'm still jealous, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Letting you guys know. I started out oh my God, I started out super big. It's just I lost a bunch of weight and I can't even get happy about losing the weight because when I talk about how much weight I lost, people go, "Oh my God." and they get that look in their face like they're going, "Oh my God, you're still so freaking fat." I mean,
Yep, I know that feeling.
oh my God, you've lost over 100 pounds. You look so friggin' fat. It's unbelievable. That's crushing.
Yep.
You know, how are you? How are you so big? Yeah. Yay for Fit Nick and his closet race.
God damn it.
Hey, by the way, we were on the subscriber show the other day, and Steve accused me of using he said, "Don't you?" He goes, "You usually do that with Nick," and I used didn't I use the racism line?
Yes.
And I can't remember what it was, but I just thought, oh my God, I wish Nick was here so he could hear this. I wish so I could use it for him. But I thought when I did it, I said, oh, Nick would be impressed by that. Do you remember what it was, Steve?
Yeah, you started calling me a racist then.
Yeah, but I want to give the but
I am cool with that.
No, but I want to give Nick the, I want to give him the whole rundown to where he would go, oh shit, that was because I can't remember. What about who was in the room that chat room that would have been listening?
It was last Thursday, me, you, and Jason.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of who was in the room to hear that.
Oh, Karen, maybe. Holly, maybe.
Yeah. Because I need the example of do you remember what it was what the situation was?
I don't remember what you guys started blaming me for everything.
Nick,
and
it was
calling
impressive.
Me a racist and
Nick, it was impressive. You would, if you heard it, you would be impressed.
I'm sure someone in the chat remembers. So
that's what I mean. I'm trying to figure out who's listening to the show now that was in the room Wednesday. That's when.
If they forgot, then they're terrible people.
Was that the day we created Skidmark, Steve?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, I believe so.
So it was one show. It would have been last Thursday's show.
Yeah.
Where I created the concept of Skidmark Steve.
He did the song.
And yeah, I wrote a song for him and everything. And also called him a racist. But when I did it, it was like I even said, I go, oh my God, I wish Nick was here so I could use that joke on him. I can't remember how I set it up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Ah, damn. I'm serious. Nick, even you would be impressed with it. And I think I said that. I go, he would be impressed by this. And it was pretty good. Oh, well. I can't remember. God, I wish I remembered it, but I'm just not. I don't have time to go back and listen to I don't have time to go back and listen to the show. Oh, well. Yeah. It was a good one. I mean, Nick, you would have loved it. I mean, would have been impressive. Your racism would be offended, but I think you would have loved it.
My rate, what? Excuse me?
I'm just saying, you would have loved it. Yep. Just fantastic. Fantastic.
Skidmark Steve, the racist necro creeper. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
I can't. God, I wish I can remember what the. Oh, I'm so frustrated now. I can't even remember what the concept was. It was pretty impressive. Hey, our show today is brought to you by our friends over at Recon Text, right on the corner of 9th Street and Black. if you head up, head up the way the State Fair parade used to go. Just head up 9th Street. And right when you get to Black, make that left. And boom, you will see Recontex. Let them give your car a detailing. You will feel so much better about things. Go to Recontex. Proof is in the performance. Let them detail your car and get it looking good for the summer. Also, they're doing a treatment on cars. All right. You do a treatment on cars as well. It's called Tsunami. Get Tsunami on your car. You can do it all at Recontex. 670-1132. Also, let's welcome to the show Just Beds. I love Just Beds. My wife and I sleep in a Bemco mattress we got from Just Beds. In fact, I've slept in a Just Beds bed for years, and I get a good night's sleep. And you could too. In fact, we spend a lot of time looking to boost our ability to enjoy life. For many of it's finding a fancy new piece of exercise equipment, but you can't fully seize the day if you don't get a good sleep at night. Like a good house, good sleep requires a good foundation, namely your bed. And since you're supposed to spend a third of your life asleep, you don't want distractions like a bad mattress. You don't want a distraction like that. No, you want to go somewhere to find a team that focuses on one thing where you lay your head at night. That's what they give you at Just Beds. Just Beds has been around since 1996. They've been helping Springfield and Central Illinois with the quest for better sleep. They now offer models from names like Beauty Rest, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Bemco, which my wife and I have. We love our Bemco. That's just to name a few. You can find 6 months, no interest financing and monthly specials as well at Just Beds. Like I say, they are locally owned. And listen, Just Beds is not some fly-by-night place. It's not some place where you go online and order a mattress that's freaking folded up and put in a box. No. Just Beds has your mattress here. And here's the coolest part. When you buy a mattress from Just Beds, they deliver it to your home with free delivery. They bring everything in. They set it up. They take away your old stuff too. Like, when you get a new mattress, you got your old mattress sitting there. They're not going to make you put it in the curb, begging for someone to come by and steal your garbage. No, they just take it. They get it out of your house. They get your new mattress set up, your new bed set up. That's what they give you at Just Beds. So come into Just Beds, see Brian, Jerry, Don, or Steve, and see them. Just Beds, 3120. That's 3120 Montvale Drive. Or check them out online, Just Beds Inc. Just Beds, JustBedsinc.com, or give them a call at 698-6179. Thank you to Just Beds, one of our fine sponsors, and they've been one of my sponsors for years, and I love them. It's the only place where I buy a bed, and if you're looking for one, you should do the same. Rest your head comfortably and sleep well on Just Beds. By the way, happy birthday to Wes in the chat room. He deserves a good birthday today. Happy birthday, Wes. I've been bragging about Wes all week. All week. I've been saying my wife is we start talking about the move. And then I always mention well, Wes is coming by. She goes, oh, I know Wes is guy. I said, I know. So Wes will be here to help. She's like, I'm looking forward to seeing Wes. So I'm bragging a lot because, I'm supplying. I can't do anything with the move, but I'm supplying. Like my brother Goose and Wes. I'm supplying like the people to move the big stuff. So that's got to at least make her somewhat happy, right?
You
You would
think?
think, you right? Yeah. Like
You got to do something.
yeah. So yeah, but now and we're trying to get the truck earlier. We're trying. I don't know. I have no idea what time the truck's going to get here. And also I'm looking for I had a second mic. Okay. So I want to be able to plug the second mic in. So that way if Goose and Wes get here like, closer to 8:00, that way I can just plop in the mic and they can, at least say a couple words on air before the show's over. At least that's a plan. And then to carry the couches and stuff out. So, and then
Here, say a couple of words and grab those boxes.
it's not gonna be like that. No, I'm just saying, wouldn't you like to hear from,
No, be careful with those. Those are the fragile items.
No, well, the fragile items would be.
But get on the mic for a second. Just don't break anything.
The fragile items would be marked fragile,
Lift with your knees, not with your back.
Let me ask you something. Do you do your own laundry, Nick?
I do.
Steve, do you
I do
your own-
everyone's.
Oh, really? You do laundry for the whole house?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh. Steve, do you do laundry?
Of course I do.
You don't have someone come in and
Are
do
you
your laundry
sure?
for you?
No. That's when I do my best sweeping. Oh, I'm at the laundromat.
You go to the laundromat.
Yeah.
So you don't have a washer and stuff at home?
No, I have to go to the laundromat.
Do you let me ask Nick first. Do you separate?
No, I do not.
You separate the colors from the whites, Nick?
No, except for my wife's clothes, where she demands that I do.
You separate the colors from the whites with your wife's clothing.
I feel I'm being set up here.
No, I'm just asking a question. I mean,
No, it's fine. It's the way you're asking.
I don't know what you're getting at. I'm just asking if you feel.
You know exactly what I'm getting at.
No, I tell you this. I am surprised.
Even Adam in the chat said, "Nice setup."
No, I'm talking about a poll. There's a new poll where they ask people if they separate the whites and colors when they do laundry, and a third of the people said no. They don't even bother doing that. However, 61% of people said yes. I know that I haven't done laundry for a long time, but I know my wife separates them. She does the she does like she'll do all the dark laundry in the same load. And then the white clothes she'll tend to do in the same load, but it's like she also separates the type of clothes they are. Like she would never wash a towel with with like a shirt.
Yeah, all those get separated too.
Yeah, like there's a lot of separation.
No, all her stuff is run as delicates.
Yeah, see, when I did laundry, I didn't separate that. I just put it all in. I mean, literally, and I did laundry when I lived on my own. I grabbed the clothes, right? And then I just took them, and it didn't matter what the clothes were. They were clothes. And I just dumped them in the washing machines. And then I poured in some soap and put my quarters in. And then turned on the washing machine and then went there, you know. I don't know how long the washer was, but I would leave when the washer was going. And then I would come back a little bit later and I'd put everything in the dryer and, you know, so on and so forth.
Yep. That's how you do it.
Yeah. But then my wife, she was over at my house, right? And this is before we moved in, because we first started dating in Texas, right? And the washing machine area was behind my apartment. I lived in an apartment complex, okay? And it was a separate building. Okay? It was a separate building, and you walked behind my place, and then you went over to the washing machine area, and that's where you did your laundry. This is when my wife and I were just dating. We had the laundry room which was about, I don't know. It didn't seem too, you got to see, it seemed like it was kind of far away. And then it also, but yet at the same time, it seemed far. Like, now that I think back at it, it seemed like it was like I wouldn't walk it now, but it was pretty normal to do it then. Does that make any sense? But so my wife came over to my house, and we were gonna go out or hang out or do whatever. And then I said, "Oh, hold on, I got to do this laundry." And she goes, "I'll come with you." So she walked with me over to the laundry facility. And I'm doing the laundry. And she goes, let me just watch you. I said, yeah, no problem. And so I opened up the top of the laundry thing, and I just took my basket and I dumped it in. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "The laundry." She goes, you're gonna wash all of those at the same time? And I go, yeah. And she had this look of like horror, of pure terror on her face. And she goes, you're going to wash all of those together? And I go, yeah. And it looked like she just witnessed a car accident where people had died. The way she was, affected by this. And I just remember her, saying, "You can't do that." And I go, why not? She goes, "You can't, it'll ruin the clothes." And I go, and I looked at the clothes I'm wearing, and I said, "Well, I did these like that, and they seem fine, But she was so disturbed. I'm serious. She was so disturbed by how I did my laundry that we moved. My wife and I dated for a couple of months, and then we decided to move from Texas up to Illinois. So we were barely in our 20s and madly in love. And she came with me from Texas, from South Texas, all the way up to Illinois. And we moved to Peoria. And when we moved in, we moved into this apartment that literally right across the hallway from where we lived was the laundry room for the entire apartment that we lived in. And it was great. Literally, all you had to do is walk across the hallway and you do laundry. But when we moved in, I tried to do laundry. I said, hey, I got some dirty clothes I got to get done. And my wife goes, I'll do the laundry. And I said, no, I got it. And she goes, no. You are not going to be doing my laundry. And I go, well, it's crazy for us to put our laundry not together. And my wife goes, you're not going to do laundry. She goes, you can't do laundry. And the main reason was the lack of separation. And I'm saying that now, having told that story, kids or younger people don't care. Younger people do laundry the way that I did laundry. You know what I mean?
That's the way I do laundry now, and I'm old.
I'm saying that young kids, they don't care about separating the darks from the lights, and
They're so progressive.
Well, I'm just saying that they don't care. 61% of the people said yes, but all the people were above. It was people that were there were some young people, don't get me wrong, but like every person over the age of 40 separated in this poll. Every person over 40 separated their laundry. Only a handful of people under 40, that's what put it up to 60%. Isn't that crazy? So it seemed like that's something that that has gone by the way that is separated by the ages. Holly says her husband's not allowed to touch laundry for her washer and dryer that he paid for. Yeah, no, my wife's the same way. My wife is the same way, Holly. My wife will not even let me touch the laundry. And it's got to do with the separation of the clothes. So Nick, you say that you clump all you just clump them all together.
Mine, yes.
Yeah. But your wife's, what do you do with your wife's?
I'll separate hers.
Yeah.
And then there you get washed under the delicate cycle.
Oh, so you put it on there's even a different cycle?
Yeah. Because I wash her stuff with Woolite.
Yeah, no, I know my wife.
Because that's what the tag says to do.
I'm pretty sure my wife puts my underwear in a separate wash. You know what I mean? Like I would do it all. Like I would just put underwear in with shirts, pants, whatever, socks. I do think my wife separates my underwear and socks and all that stuff and washes that all together. That's what I think's going on. But I'm not sure. But I think she's I don't think she wants her clothes in with my underwear for a wash. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, because when you put clothes in the washing machine, water gets in, okay? And water and the soap and everything. And it doesn't matter what's in there. It just cleans everything. I mean, that's how it works. But like I said, my wife segregates the colors from the lights. She separates this from that and blah, blah, blah. Like the sheets get done the sheets get their own cycle. You know, like I said, it seems like the underwear get put in their own thing.
Sometimes I do separate according to skid mark length.
Good God.
So you're saying you put when you have a bad skid mark week, you try not to put you don't want to put those dirty clothes in with other clothes?
Right.
Yeah. You separate?
They get extra soap.
I'm saying that I never understood. My mom, I think my mom was the same way when I was growing up, and she separated everything. I can tell you that there was a reason I didn't separate. And it was because, I didn't have a lot of money, and I lived in an apartment by myself, or I lived in an apartment, and I had only so much time to do laundry, and I didn't have time to do like a whole bunch of I didn't have time to do a bunch of laundry. I only had so much time. So it actually created less loads to just plop everything in together, That was why I did it. And also, I know that with my wife, like there are some things that don't get dried all the way, or they don't, but that's the dryer. That's different from, everything else. But I never understood. Why we separate in the first place. Because like the dark clothes get washed with, you put some soap in the washing machine and you turn it on. Just like the lights, you put soap in the washing machine and just turn it on, right? I mean, that's how it gets done. I do remember that when we lived together in Peoria, there was a time my wife was working she worked in hotels when we were in Peoria. And she was busy, and I said, she was talking about, I got this and laundry, and I said, I'll take care of the laundry. And she was like, had a problem with me taking care of it. I said, no, I'll do it. And so while she was gone, I just grabbed the laundry. And this is when we owned our own washing machine, and so this would have been when we moved to we lived in Peoria to a street called Norwood. And I remember taking the clothes or something at Norwood, and I just put them in the washing machine. And then she came home from work, and I got busy doing something, or I forgot what it was, but she opened up the washing machine and saw what I did and was horrified. As another, I ended up getting yelled at because of it,
You SOB.
Yeah, which I didn't quite understand all of it. But still, she forbid me. In fact, I even think she said, I forbid you ever doing laundry again. It was one of those type discussions.
I gotta find me a woman like that.
It led to a forbidding of me doing the laundry. So I didn't want to, I didn't want to get into that. But now my daughter does laundry. But I'm pretty sure she does it the way her mom taught her, which I imagine is the same, because listen, it was my wife's mother taught her how to do laundry, So it's a learned technique to separate the darks from the lights, you know. The problem is that concept is learned, Nick. Adults teaching their children to segregate. It's very sad, really. But youngsters now, they just put all the clothes together. They don't separate. They don't separate. 30% of people said no. They do not separate. 4% of people said they never do their own laundry. Yep. They either send it off to get done or someone does it for them. But the most telling of the 61% who said yes, they separate. The 30% said no, they never separate the colors from the lights. Yeah, Corey's in the chat room saying he does it the way that I did it, you know. He just puts all his laundry in one thing. And that's how I did it. Like I said, I haven't really been allowed to do laundry since, you know, I've never really been allowed to do laundry since my wife, you know, announced, I forbid you. I say, boy.
I say.
I forbid you from doing laundry. And Wes says, it sounds like purposely doing it badly so that it's never expected from you. I
exactly.
know I'm telling you that's what it sounds like. I know that's what it sounds like. But it was not some evil plan. No, and trust me, I know that's the kind of personality I have. So it would, you know, I am sort of like Tom Sawyer painting a fence, you know. It's how I am. But when it came to laundry, that's not what was going on. It was literally that's how I did laundry. In fact, I still have a problem with how much work seems to be in separating everything. However, if it makes my wife happy, you know, I'm fine with it. So I think I could do laundry now and separate it and all that stuff, but I got to be honest. I don't see any reason to do it, you know. I still don't understand the separation of the dark clothes from the light clothes, and you know, I can understand the underwear thing, I guess, you know. Like I can understand why she says I don't want to wash Ray's underwear with, you know. And I don't know how she does her underwear. I don't know if they get their own cycle or what, but I mean, I would have absolutely zero problems with having my wife's soiled underwear, or having her worn clothes, whether they're underwear or not, mixed with mine. However, she seems to have a problem with my underwear mixing with, you know, she seems to have a problem with her underwear mixing, or my underwear mixing with regular clothes, which kind of seems offensive. I'll be honest. It's a little offensive to me. And there you go. I've said it. I'm a little offended. I don't know what's in my laundry that's so disgusting to her.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering it's going to get in and soak in, you know, and soak with
how about the same reason she asked you to take another shower?
Well, I just don't get it. I don't know why if my dirty underwear touches her clothing, why that's so disgusting. You know, I guess I just don't understand it. Because they're literally going into a place that, you know, where they're going to soak in water and soap and stuff, and they'll start cleaning it. I guess I just don't understand. I guess I just don't understand. You know what I mean? I guess I just don't understand the concept. I don't know. DC says washers have come a long way, but it still cannot remove the stench of failure. They still cannot remove the stench of failure. So, are you implying my underwear smells like? Why does my underwear have the stench of failure on it, but other clothes don't? You know, all I know is it's to me it's still a strange concept. I completely understand people who do it, but I got to be honest. If I was single again, I don't want to be single. I would hate being single. But if I was ever single again, I'm sure I would just take all the dirty clothes, the socks, the underwear, the shirts, shorts, pants, whatever, and I would just put them in one load and put some soap in and hit start. That's how I would wash it. I don't have time to separate. So that's what you do, Steve?
Yep.
You just put the underwear in with all the other clothes.
Yep.
You're not washing it on delicates.
No, heavy duty.
Those are the delicates.
No,
They've got to be washed a certain way.
heavy duty, extra soil, extra rinse.
Is there an extra soil setting on the washing machine?
There are the laundromat, yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Heavily soiled.
Is that what your underwear go? Is your underwear go through the heavy soiled?
All my clothes go to the heavily soiled. That way I make sure I get them clean.
I didn't know.
Laundromat wash machines have come a long ways. Now you don't even have to have a change. You can go in and swipe your debit card.
I had no idea. No idea. So you don't need change?
No, I just go and stick my credit card in. It deducts it.
I'll be damned.
Costs me $10 every 2 weeks to do all my laundry.
How many loads does that cover? How many loads does $10 cover for you?
That's 2 machines and 1 big dryer.
Oh, you put everything in one dryer?
Yep.
I would
everything.
I would hate to go to a seriously, I would hate to go to a laundromat.
Oh, I don't care for it.
That to me would be hell on earth. I seriously,
That's why I end up.
I seriously would hate, going to a laundromat. That would just be terrible.
That's why I end up hanging out at college campuses because I don't like to hang out at the laundromat. So I drive over.
So you're saying that the reason you'll go creeping at the college is because your laundry's in the process of
exactly 40 minutes it takes.
So you can't just sit there and let the laundry get done?
Well, I can, but how boring is that?
Or read a book or something.
Read a book.
I'm just saying, get something or watch something on your phone or
I'd just rather drive around, creep
You'd rather creep around.
college campuses, Walmart, Target.
So you'll do that while the clothes are washing.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Fat 420 says, he finds laundromats that have free Wi-Fi, and
exactly.
he'll bring his laptop and surf the web or watch some Netflix.
I can do that too. I do that at home. I don't want to do that in the laundromat.
Well, I'm just saying. Wes says Steve doesn't scream book reader to me.
Unfortunately, no.
He does to me.
Nope.
Oh well. Oh well.
Reading, no, I don't do that. I read my TV.
So you're not much of a reader.
I read my TV.
Like you'll be like, oh, I've had this book.
No, I don't read books.
I do like biographies. If I'm going to read, I will say the older I get, the less fiction I read. You know what I mean? Like I'll read a biography or, a telling of a real life thing
How boring.
over than when I was younger, it was always fiction. I want to read, some sci-fi story or something. But as I get older, if I'm going to read, it's going to be some type of, telling of a true story. Or an autobiography or something, That's just how I am. I can see myself in the laundromat reading Barack Obama's autobiography in the laundromat. You don't think that would go over well, Steve?
Wouldn't with me, no. Now, maybe a hustler or a playboy, but
So you would read a hustler.
I would read it too.
You don't think that people would be offended by
I don't care what I'm reading.
the creepy guy reading the hustler? You don't think that would bother anyone in the laundromat? Like they would look over and maybe be bothered by you reading that?
No, wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I would. I think that would, make some people crazy. Like there have been times, and I'm trying to think of there have been times where we've had a washing machine break, and that has forced my wife. By the way, what are you reading in that hustler? What do they have good articles? Are there good articles in that magazine?
Of course there are.
The want ads.
The classified.
Classified.
I've never looked at a hustler. I don't know what's.
Oh, you've never.
You've never looked at a hustler?
I've read Penthouse. Penthouse has letters.
Well,
No. I got to be honest. When would I come across a hustler magazine?
You were at a prime time to come across a hustler magazine.
You know what I mean? Like when in my life do you
I
think
I had to go on adventures to find a hustler magazine.
Yeah, but when would I ever just get a hustler magazine? No, like there have been times in my life where, I've seen a Penthouse, and a Penthouse has these letters that were sexual in nature, but they also had actual attempts at some type of journalism as well. And Playboy genuinely had good articles.
Hustler does too.
Or interviews.
Larry Flint was a very good publisher.
I don't know what I'm just asking. I don't remember ever getting a Hustler magazine and seeing what was inside of it other than, you know what I mean? It was just a bunch of photos of women. That's all it is, right?
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Wes's Comment.
What did he say? Which one?
Craigslist removing of their personal section was Steve's personal Vietnam.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can figure that out. Why Craigslist did that?
Yeah. I don't know who reads a Hustler.
I
You
do.
know?
I have.
Yeah, when you look at the pictures, that I was saying Hustler doesn't have.
It has articles too.
Really?
Yes.
Hustler kind of went after people who would be what's the word? Hypocritical in like politics and stuff like that.
I think I'd probably like that. You know, I'd probably like things like that.
Because he'd be going after all the people that, you know, were trying to shut him down and stuff like that too.
So he probably went after like if it was around today, and Hustler's not around anymore, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Because didn't Larry Flint died, right?
Yeah.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I don't remember anyone ever quoting an article from Hustler or an editorial. Oh, I was just reading the editorial in Hustler. But yet all the time people would quote articles or interviews they had read in Playboy. You know? And I remember buying a Penthouse a few times. You know, because Penthouse
no, you can still buy Hustler magazine.
Oh, it's still around?
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought it got shut down.
Nope. You can get a subscription for $45.95.
Really?
That's 62% off the cover price.
Still, I can't believe it's still around. I thought Larry Flint died and the Hustler was also gone. Oh my God, excuse me. Yeah. I thought, you know, I thought it was time to get rid of it. You'll read the Hustler in like a laundromat.
Yeah. In my truck. I won't sit in the laundromat and read it. I'll read it in the privacy of my truck.
You'll go outside in the parking lot and read.
In privacy of my own vehicle, yes.
So you would rather sit outside in your truck. Sit outside in your truck at the laundromat. Hold on, I have to blow my nose. Because these allergies are freaking insane. So you'll sit out there like a creep,
Yeah.
looking like a total creeper, reading a Hustler magazine in the parking lot. I mean, how have the police never been called on you?
Well, I guess I've just never got caught. I must be good at what I do.
I'm telling you.
I don't make any strange noises or anything like that.
Dear Penthouse, you will never believe what happened to me. My sorority sisters and I were walking around campus, and an old man drove by in his truck, asking us to help him kill his time until his laundry was done.
Forgot that I offered him candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a van, not a truck.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wes says, you can't jerk off in privacy if you're in the laundromat. Watch Steve explain how I'm wrong. Is that true, Steve?
Those dryer doors are pretty big. If you position yourself just right, no one will see you.
Yeah.
If you're
That's
going
why
to
I go
touch
to my
yourself,
truck.
you're going to touch yourself improperly. You got to go out to the truck.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll be damned. Yeah, there you
Learn
go.
something new every day.
So you'll be like, well, my clothes are washing.
I have 40 minutes.
I've got this Hustler magazine, so I'm gonna go sit inside my truck and read my Hustler.
Right.
Well, you do that so
That's
you don't
enough time
offend
to
it.
get 2 sessions in. 40
Yeah.
minutes.
Well, you do it so you don't offend anybody, right? That's actually kind of generous.
Right. For privacy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty generous. You don't just read it in front of the whole laundromat.
That's why he has tinted windows.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. I'm proud of you, Steve. That's pretty cool. I'm very
That way
proud of
they-
you.
So if anything ever happens, I have an extra change of clothes that are clean.
And the police have never come up and tapped on the window and asked if you're doing okay.
No, not at the laundromat. No.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Carlo in the chat asks who beats off for 40 minutes.
Steve.
Apparently, he's never met me in high school.
Yeah. That's 40 minutes. That's 5 sessions for high school, Nick. I never. You know.
That's a full weekend.
I'll tell you, there was a time where my wife and I we were dating, and she rented. There was this apartment, these apartments where you could rent them. Like you could rent, and they would give you, I can't even explain it. It was almost like a hotel, but they were really nice apartments. And you could just, rent them for a weekend or a week or a couple days or whatever. And my wife somehow rented an apartment for like a weekend, and we went in there, and it was awesome. And it was just to get us out of the apartment. Like I was living in an apartment with my roommate, and and she did it. It was just us. And I remember, like that first night, literally, I was 20, whatever. And I just remember that we just had sex after sex after sex. And there was several, and I don't remember the number, but it was like, it was just some number that I could not hope to get to either, be anywhere close to today. But it was, I remember like this whole weekend, we literally just kept having sex. And, the time in between was, to eat or whatever, or, and then just having my body immediately be ready to go again. And so I sort of remember, so Nick, you're saying that when you were young, it would just be you're playing with yourself immediately one time after the last.
Not immediately, but I'd have to get like some water, wash my hands,
right, and then
like
you'd be
round
sexed
2
up, like
or round 4, whichever.
You'd be sexed up by yourself, and you'd go again.
You accidentally brush up against the couch. Something happens.
Yeah, no, I was never. I could certainly not do that, but I am just saying there was a time.
Your pants were riding funny on you that day. Sometimes.
There was a time when I was a young man that I remember
Yes, Adam.
my girlfriend at the time and I just continuously, having sex, finishing, and then having it again immediately right now. That would never happen. I'm just saying, immediately wanting to have sex right after you finish, that would never happen. I mean, now it's like the amount of time it takes to recharge or re-energize is now, measured in days and not minutes. Of course, I guess if you're reading a Hustler in a pickup truck outside a laundromat, it's just whatever your perverted mind, whatever hallway your perverted mind takes you down, you can fire yourself up and go again, I guess. But I think my problem is, when I was a teenager, certainly, we had so many, our house had 6 kids. So there was you never got time to be by yourself, maybe if I was an only child or, something like that. But no, there was, there were too many kids in my house. You never got time to, there was never any masturbation time, that I don't have fond memories of masturbation. I remember you had to sneak around and do it, There was never any.
You didn't have extra bathroom time?
No, we had one bathroom that had to be shared between all these people. There was certainly not any, I don't remember ever coming home and putting on soft music and laying out a towel and some lotion and dirty magazines and putting everything on the bed and getting it and, patting it down and, planning a romantic evening between myself. I certainly don't remember.
Put on some Careless Whisper.
I certainly don't remember any of that. It was always sneaking around, And that was until I got a girlfriend that was as horny as I was, And then we would sneak off, But then it was, then we were together.
I know the feeling, Wes.
Wes says I was caught by my mother. It wasn't during childhood. I was 32. I was 32. It was horrifying. It's great. Yep. I'm just saying that, when I was a kid, you had to sneak some masturbation time in. It wasn't, it wasn't any 40 minutes or whatever you're saying that you were able to do. You had to sneak in as much as you could get for however much time, it took. So I didn't have a ton of masturbation time as a kid, what I'm getting at. Now, when I started having actual sex on dates and stuff, I just had longer dates, and then therefore, I got my sexual time in that way. But that was because I was, I wasn't, around the whole family. However, it's a time I did when I moved to my family's basement. When I got older, I moved. I moved out of the house, and then I moved back into my mom's house. And in the basement, um, I moved down there, right? And it was like sort of its own apartment. Like the whole house was upstairs and the basement. My brother Rob and I, we redid the basement so that it would be good enough to live in. And it turned like we basically made it into an apartment. And there was a side door to my house. And if you go in the side door, you literally never had to enter the house. You could literally walk right down to the basement from the side of the house. So I never went through the front door of the house. I would just go in through the side door and just go right downstairs and never have to see anybody upstairs. So I ended up I had a girlfriend who knew that, and so she would come over to my house and she would go through the side door and just walk down to the basement, you know? And then I'd be sleeping and she literally would just climb into bed with me. And the whole family was home, but they were all upstairs. And so this girl would come over to my house and she would walk down to the basement where I was and just climb into bed, do her business, and then fall asleep, you know? And it was I had pretty good memories of that time as well. Except I remember we broke up. Like we ended up breaking up in college or something. And then I started dating someone else, that I was going to school with or something. But then like the ex would, she was going to school somewhere. She would come home and then she would still climb. Like I'd be sleeping and she would still climb in. She would still go through the side door and, go into my basement room and get in bed. You know what I mean? And then we'd have sex and I'd always be like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I got to stop this. You know what I mean? I can't do this. But yet every time the girl came over and just entered through the side door and went downstairs and joined and got in bed with me, I ended up having sex with her. Even though I was telling myself, oh, you can't do this anymore, I still did it. Because I was weak. Yeah. I never remember saying, oh no, you have to leave. You're not allowed to have sex with me. You're not allowed to have sex with me. You just have to leave. Yeah. I don't remember ever saying that. It just happened the way it happened. Steve, any stories related to what I'm talking?
Never had that problem.
Nick, any stories? Nothing?
No, you shared enough.
I'm just saying that I was weak. I never had the ability to say no.
Well, I was weak too, but I just didn't have the ability to find the women that would do it.
Oh. So you're saying you would have liked?
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't have passed it up.
Yeah, I wish I could have. And Steve was talking about cheating on his wife while he was a race car. Steve the other day was talking about being a race car driver at over 300 pounds.
Yes, I was.
and picking up women who weren't his wife and then having sex with them. I could never do that, but you know, back during the girlfriend stages, I hate to say it, I was very, I did not have much discipline. Oh, well. Oh, well. Let me get to the rest of the stories that I wanted to do. Remember during the Friends reunion, you guys watched the Friends reunion, right?
Yes.
Remember they were doing the Friends reunion and Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer admitted that they had feelings for each other while they were doing the show. All right. And Jennifer Aniston or David Schwimmer said the first season of the show I had a major crush on Jennifer. And she said it was reciprocated. So make of that, you know. However, a source in LA says a source in LA says that the two have been texting each other and talking since the reunion. All right.
Ooh.
And that David Schwimmer has flown from his home in New York to go to LA to see Jennifer Aniston.
I would.
Where she has been making him home cooked meals and taking him to her favorite vineyards.
Ooh.
Oh, there's no way I could go to a vineyard. Oh my God.
Out of that whole story, that's where you went. I could never go to a vineyard.
I mean, I could never.
I thought this show was going to be no complaints.
I'm just telling you. I could never. It just to me seems so unfun. But oh well. But so the rumor is
I could never go to a vineyard.
I'm just talking out loud. I mean, does that sound like a good time to you?
Yeah.
You think it'd be fun?
Yeah. Anything with Jennifer Aniston would be fun.
I think I'd say no. I'd be like, where are we going? Oh, we're going to this oh my God. Oh God, no. Even if it's Jennifer Aniston, it'd be no. That ain't gonna happen. No, but the rumor is that Schwimmer has been flying to LA to go see her, and that the two of them are dating. What do you think about that, Nick?
Good for them.
And by the way, they're rumored to be hanging out. They rumored to be hanging out, even though he lives in New York, and isn't he married now, or he was married, or right? What isn't that? What is Schwimmer's situation? I think he's divorced. Maybe he just gotten divorced. But I know he's got children, I thought. I'm reading here that he's divorced in 2017. Yeah,
Time to start dating again.
Yeah. But the two of them are rumored to be dating again. Or dating. Not even again, but just dating.
Lucky bastard.
I think Jennifer Aniston's beautiful.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I would love to just hang out with her. Except in like a vineyard. I don't. It seems like there's lots of walking in a vineyard.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if there wasn't any walking involved, I'd be good.
Right? I mean,
Maybe she'd push me in a wheelchair.
yeah. It would make her even sexier. If it turns out that she treats the disabled nice, it
Yeah.
makes her even sexier. Tell you that. So Schwimmer and Aniston, are they dating? That's the rumor. I don't know. What do you think, Nick? Is it true or not?
Does it matter?
I just like to get your take. I mean, if it is true or not, that's it. You know, I think it'd be nice. I mean, I shouldn't have an opinion on Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, but I do.
No, you shouldn't.
I do.
And yet here we are.
I do. I like it. And I'm saying I shouldn't have an opinion about Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer.
Yeah,
I
here
do.
we are.
I do. I sort of like it.
I'd touch her butt.
It is rare that we're talking about people in their 50s, you know.
Dating each other.
Yeah, we've never ever I don't remember ever reporting this before. The times are changing. I hope they're having fun. They're happy. Hey, how much underwear do you pack for a 1-week vacation?
One for every day. Actually,
Just one?
I had an extra one just in case. One to grow on.
All right, Steve, say you were going somewhere for a week.
In case you have an accident, in case you gamble and lose.
If you were going on a vacation for 5
Okay.
days, how much underwear would you bring?
6 pair.
So you'd bring 6 pair.
Yeah.
5.
You would bring 5, right? Steve,
Yeah.
you bring 5?
Yeah, because if I have an accident, I'll just turn one pair inside out.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I'm saying that it seems like but could you get away with like 3?
Ugh, boy.
Yeah, if you're a monster.
Possibly.
I mean,
I'd have to watch what I eat.
technically you can get away with 1, you know, if you wanted to.
Oh, no. Can't do that.
You could just wear the same pair for like 5 days.
No.
Wash them out
I
of the
think
sink.
we're getting into an inside look at Ray's home life.
No, I'm just saying wash them in the sink at night. And hang 'em out.
Oh, no. With Dawn dishwashing soap? Oh, hell no.
Then hang them out and put them back on in the morning.
No. My skid marks need washing machine agitation to remove.
Agitation.
Your underwear are that dirty? They get that dirty.
Uh,
Good Lord.
Take it home, Steve.
no.
I mean, I work out. I work out every day. I put on as soon as the show's over. I walk down the hall. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I go put on underwear. You know, if it's clean underwear, shorts, you know, workout clothes, and then I go work out. We're literally the only thing, and then I work out, come home, and eventually I take off the shorts and the underwear. You know what I mean? And then, so that's the only thing I wear the underwear for is to work out. And they're just sweaty, you know? There's no stains in anything. So they're just sweaty. And then they have to be washed so I can wear them again next week, and then the next time. So I'm just thinking that my underwear don't get all that dirty, They're just sweat. I don't think sweat's all that filthy. But oh yeah. Oh well. There's a woman who put up a Facebook post who asked people if they thought she packed too much. For 1 week away, all right, she was going on vacation for 1 week. So she was packing 7 tops, 7 t-shirts, pants, and shorts, plus 10 socks, 5 pairs of pajamas, and 14 underwear.
Oh.
I mean, that seems like a lot.
Yeah, she must have a bowel incontinence problem.
Well, sometimes if you say you sneeze, you might pee a little.
I've never peed. I sneeze all the time. I've never peed.
Not for men. I'm talking for women.
Yeah. You think women?
And so yeah, I can understand bringing 14 pairs of underwear.
You think women are just peeing in their underwear nonstop?
Not nonstop, but it happens. It's a precautionary thing.
I mean,
I'm on the side of her.
14 pair of underwear to get through a week's vacation seems a little excessive.
You never know. know.
Exactly. I agree with Nick.
That seems really
and it's here's the thing. It's underwear. It's not like it's taking 90% up percent on the suitcase.
I got to be honest.
It's underwear.
Here's the correct answer. You need 1 pair of underwear per day. In theory, yes. 1 pair of underwear per day.
But if you know your body and you know that some things happen from time to time, you want to be prepared and have that extra pair of underwear just in case.
So
Thank you, Pete. Why do you care? Thank you. Thank you, Pete.
Don't you have extra pair of underwear in your car in case you're in an accident? Didn't your mom ever teach you that?
No. I don't have an extra pair of underwear in my car.
I have a brand new pair in my truck.
There you go. Holly says it best. I bring double, but if you end up having multiple activities on vacation, like going on a tourist trip, coming back, shower, go to dinner, Vegas Strip, you get hot and sweaty. You want to shower in new underwear after cleanup. So yeah, I agree with that.
I'm just telling you. It seems excessive.
Be more of a curmudgeon.
14 pairs seems like a little too much. I mean, why would a person need that much underwear?
It's thin pieces of fabric. It's not taking up space in the luggage.
I'm just telling you.
I don't even own 14
Maybe 14 pairs of pants might be a little excessive, but 14 pairs of underwear? That's nothing. That's fine.
I just, you're going on vacation. You're going to be gone for 7 days. You don't need 14 pair of underwear, for God's sakes. I mean, my wife and daughter are going on vacation.
For how long?
She's going on vacation for, I don't know, a few days.
Okay, so 3 days, so 9 pairs of underwear, just in case.
Well, I would have to say something. No. Like
that'll take up not even a third of the suitcase.
No.
You can fit those into a Ziploc bag and still have plenty of room for everything else.
What I'm saying, like DC says, oh, it's so expensive. Ray, then keep your workout clothes on after your workout for the rest of the day. No, I'm not. She's on vacation. You know, I'm working out on vacation. I'm telling you how.
Not everyone sits around and does nothing on vacation, Ray. Some people go do stuff and they get sweaty, and so they want to feel clean afterwards.
How many showers are you going to take on vacation?
Enough to feel clean for that person. It's an individual choice.
It just 14 pairs of underwear seems excessive.
I went on that 2-hour bike ride in Atlanta and I sweated my ass off. I took a shower afterwards and put on the extra pair of underwear that I brought. There we go. Karen, 1 pair per day plus a few extra. Plus, if a woman has bladder leaks, she probably uses a pad for that. That's true, but sometimes you don't, and there's that one accident, and you have to have that extra pair of underwear.
Bladder. I don't want to bladder leaks. Oh my goodness, poor thing.
Yeah.
But like she says, a person would probably be aware of that and have a pad or something. I just don't see 14 underwear seems like a lot.
No, I don't think so.
I could say one per day.
I would say 28 pairs for a 7-day trip would be excessive. 14, you're just covering your bases.
1 per day, and I'll let you have up to 4 extra. But you should come home with at least a couple.
But like I said before, women's underwear, depending on which they are, they're pretty thin and they don't take up much space. So bring a whole store full of underwear with you. I don't care. It's fine.
Too much.
You're not wearing them, are you?
Steve, you do 1 per day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless.
If you're shitting them, whatever.
Thank
I
you.
have extras. Though,
Yeah.
in case.
Change them out next time you shower.
It's 9:35, by the way, in case you need to leave.
Oh yeah, I gotta go put on some underwear. 'Cause I'm not wearing some now. Yeah.
I'll put on a clean pair.
Gotta go sweat in my drawers. Yeah.
Make sure you bring 5 pairs with you so you can change into them.
I like that woman who brought 14 pair of underwear. I'm just telling you.
And when you're done, go to the park and go complain at people walking by while you're at it.
I didn't know that people were peeing themselves every time they sneezed. My pants would be a mess right now.
Diane, sneezing or coughing too hard, it's all need more. That's what you need for more 1 pair. For a woman.
Wes says the Goose. My brother Goose will be moving the chair that I'm sitting in. I have never soiled myself in this chair. That has not happened. Thankfully, I've never had that issue in this chair. Thank God.
Listen to him being so smug.
I'm just listen, I just point out that 14 pairs is a little excessive of underwear. I mean, for God's sakes. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Stop bringing so much underwear. I would have to put my foot down. I would tell my wife.
Have to put my foot down. Really?
I would say that's a little excessive. No, like my wife and daughter are going to my mother-in-law's house. So what it does, I'm sure my wife and daughter will probably pack like 5 or 6 pair apiece. You know what I mean? And then my wife would say, if we need more, we'll just wash them,
Like you want to wash clothes on your vacation.
Yeah, well, my wife will. My wife will. She's very, I'm just saying,
Is she staying at a hotel or with family?
She's staying at her mom's house.
Well, that's of course there's the difference. You're staying at a house. If you're staying at a hotel, of course you're going to bring the extra pair of underwear because you're not going to be like, hey, maid, could you wash my underwear for me? Or could you point me to the laundromat? Oh, you're not going to do that on a vacation like that. That's why you bring the extra pair.
Maybe I'll ask my wife on her upcoming vacation how many pairs of underwear is she planning on taking.
And on the next episode of Ray Starts a Fight.
Well, I just want to. I'm not gonna. I just want to find out. I'll just say, hey.
She's gonna say, "What do you care? You're not going."
I just.
On the next episode of why Ray's wife and daughter secretly hate him.
Holly says, please take note of Nick's awesome ability to have a female's back.
I've got females, yes. I'm on the side of female on this one.
Sakes. I'm not anti-female.
As a person who's heard a sneeze and then the words all crap afterwards, I know what's going on with a female's body.
Yeah. Oh, that's never happened to me, thank God. I feel
well, no, it doesn't happen to men.
I feel bad for anyone that goes through that, but
it happens to women.
It happens to men too. It's happened to me before, Nick.
You've shit yourself while sneezing?
No,
I sneezed and farted and had a small accident. Small accident. Yeah, that's not cool.
Do you immediately change the underwear after that?
Yes.
I've been laughing so hard I peed myself, yes.
You peed yourself from laughter?
From laughing, yes. Sometimes when we get the family together, I get to laughing so hard. And
that's how I am. That's how I am sometimes. I don't pee myself, but I laugh that hard during that.
Oops, happened.
Yeah. Say for the Thursday show, like the subscriber show, the last couple shows I've gotten, like when we discovered Steve was a creeper, and then when we discovered Steve had shit stains, both of those shows I have found myself laughing hard enough to where I probably could pee.
Yeah, see,
I haven't, but I probably could.
I won't even tell you my embarrassing story about wetting myself once.
Oh, please, I don't want to hear it. Please never share that story.
No, because it was very embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, well. I think you probably,
I'm one of those percentage of people that I see because I've had a stroke. I had to do these, whatever they call Kegel exercises for my bowels. Sometimes I can't
to keep yourself from being
exercises.
Yeah, to keep yourself from,
wetting yourself.
Yeah.
Doing mine right now.
I don't hear any grunting.
I don't need to grunt anymore.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. 14's too many pair.
Pete Steve.
5-day vacation. You don't need 14 pair. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. That'll wrap up today's show. We'll be back tomorrow with more.
Are we going to continue this debate?
Maybe. Yeah. What is the perfect amount of underwear that you should bring on a 5-day vacation? Think about it. We'll give you the correct answer tomorrow.
Yeah.
The correct answer is as many as you freaking want.
As many as Ray will allow.
Even if you're Ray's wife and or daughter.
I mean, 14's excessive.
No.
I mean, what problems do you have? You need 14 pair.
Maybe they want to feel fresh and clean all the time.
It's just
maybe they're going to a concert that they need to toss extra to the stage.
they're not going to risk COVID.
Huh.
You know. Then they could give it to me.
Double whatever number Ray comes up with is the correct answer.
Screw you all. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to help.
It don't seem like it.
People, you don't want to accept my. You don't want to accept my
It
courtesy.
seems like you're trying to be a little controlling.
You don't need 14 pair of underwear for a 5-day trip. For God's
Tell your wife she's only allowed to take 5 pair with her on vacation, and we'll see if you're alive for tomorrow's show.
No, I'm just saying that my wife has. She'll wash clothes.
Yeah, because she'll be at someone's house.
She's not going to take 14
She's not going to be at a hotel. She'll be at someone's house. She'll have access to laundry facilities.
They'll be there for like 4 or 5 days. All right. 5 days is probably, I imagine, 7 pair of underwear at the most.
And I bet that makes you cringe right now, too.
No, I'm fine with 7. You don't need 14. All right, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Yeah.
So long, everybody.